You have successfully filled your Wyoming hunting license with S&S Outfitter and Guides. Let me be the first to congratulate you. Now that the climax of your hunt has been reached, the next thought on your mind may very well be, how will my meat be handled? Additionally, will my guide field dress my animal? How does it get transported from the field to the meat cutter? Will it be processed in time for me to take it all home with me? Packing, pounds, cuts, coolers. Relax. We've got you. Once again, from the S&S Outfitter Classroom, I am Miss Heather, here to educate you on today's topic of handling your meat. Breaking it all down one cut at a time, let's begin with how your meat will be handled in the field. Once your animal is down, the next task at hand, of course, is field dressing your animal. S&S's professional guides are all trained on the best techniques and are going to take lead on field dressing or quartering the animal, depending on the conditions and the size of your kill. Your assistance is always welcomed, and guides will often ask you to hold a leg while they cut. Antelope are generally gutted, loaded, and then taken to the processor whole with the hide left on to help protect it from dirt and debris. Elk, being much larger, are quartered in the field. Those quarters are loaded on either pack horses or onto 4x4 vehicles and transported back to camp. Deer are usually gutted and removed from the field whole. If killed in a remote area, however, they may need to be quartered instead to facilitate removal. How will my meat be transported to the meat processor? This varies from camp to camp. On some of our hunts, we'll take those animals directly to the processor as we harvest them. Elk can either be taken by S&S staff to the processor, or in the case of our wilderness hunts, clients are required to bring a cooler with them to the trailhead and take the elk quarters to the processor of their choice or home to be processed. If you ever feel as though you need clarification on how your meat will be handled, please don't ever hesitate to give us a call with your inquiry. Will processing be done in time for me to take my meat home with me? This all hinges on how busy the meat shop is when the animal is dropped off to be processed. Often, it's best if you could be open-minded to having your harvested animal shipped to the address of your choosing, just in case it's not possible for you to wait for the processing to be completed before heading home. How many pounds of meat can I expect to get from my animal? This will vary widely depending on many factors such as the species that you're hunting, along with its size and age. Additionally, shot placement is a huge factor. A clean shot right through the chest is by far the best option for maximizing the amount of meat that you will have. There's really no hard and fast answer to the amount of meat that you can expect, however. But of course, our hope is always that you'll have plenty of wild game to enjoy with your family and friends all year long. How will my meat be packaged? For the most part, meat processors have adopted a vacuum sealed package. This allows the meat to be kept safely in your freezer for up to 18 months. What are the options for cuts as far as like steaks, ground burger, sausage? How your meat is processed is a personal preference. You'll be provided many options such as sausage, jerky, hamburger with beef fat added in, and so on. It's best to cook your elk and your antelope just the same way that you would venison taken at home. Will my meat fit in a cooler? One large cooler will easily fit an antelope or deer processed or unprocessed quarters. Elk typically will require 2 coolers if you're planning on transporting unprocessed quarters home with you. A processed cow, elk, or calf will fit in a single cooler, but a bull elk will most likely still require 2 coolers. Is there an option to ship my meat home? The answer is yes. Shipping your harvested meat home is the best option if you are limited on time or flying home. Is it possible to donate meat to a local food bank? Again, the answer is yes. Meat shops can process your wild game and package it to be donated to those in need. This is a great gesture, and speaking from personal experience, a very rewarding one indeed. If you choose to donate your meat, you are still responsible for payment of the processing. All right, I think that likely covers all of our content for today's topic of handling your meat when you embark on a hunt with S&S Outfitter and Guides. If I missed anything though, please leave a comment below. We'll be sure to answer those questions right here where everyone has access to the answer key. Keep watching for more hunting headlines from Wyoming here on the S&S Outfitter YouTube channel. And if you've not yet subscribed, it's time. Click the link below. We look forward to kicking off your hunt and welcoming you out west for a big game hunting adventure you won't soon forget. Thanks for watching.